we will be starting in 1 minute. May we request all alumni parents to please join us in the processional. Please go to this side.
Loud voice, okay? Here. Break down to Prada.
You will remove your mask, I think, at the end as MC.
Oh.
Para you can sound, para it's not muffled. Can you stand beside each other?
Yep. Okay.
Can you say test? You say test. Sabay.
Test?
Say test.
Test.
You, Raker.
Test. Ay, okay. Not so loud. Not so loud. No. Okay, that's
Okay, already.
I'm saying I said test.
Okay. Let's wait for the signal of the...
Can you do this? Hey, right from
Slim naman.
here.
No sound. No other sound, okay? Okay?
Yes. Hey, Riker, no. Cut it out.
Relax. You say relax.
I said relax.
Answer your question.
Parents, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the 66th graduation ceremonies of the Basic Education Division of Philippine Women's University Jose Abad Santos Memorial School Elementary Department. The processional.
The PWU JASMS faculty.
The Grade 6 advisors, Miss Emelita R. Silvano, wait, never mind. Pauna yun. Yung faculty muna. Tapos yung grade 6. Yeah.
Okay, go. You call her na lang ba?
Wait. Oh, wait. I don't see. Oh, wait. Hey, Riker, no. Supervisors, Miss Emelita R. Silvano, and Miss Janice D. Contante. Wait, not yet. Okay, record.
The candidates for graduation.
PWU and JASMS alumni parents, led by Ms. Ruth A. Peñano, Director of PWU Alumni Relations and Development Office, and a beloved alumna herself.
Miss Elena Maria Kristen P. Herrera, JASMS UC, Grade 7, Class 1995.
Miss Rowena Dizon Cabcad, PWU College, BACHM, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, Batch 2000.
What did I read? Miss Regina Rachel Bengzon de Leon, JASMS UC, Grade 7 Batch 1997, and High School Class 1991.
Miss Diana Barcelona Bengzon, JASMS QC, Grade 7 Batch 1958.
Administrators.
Miss Abigail R. Agustin, Learning Support Coordinator.
Miss Eleanor J. Villasoto, Student Activity Coordinator.
Wait. Miss Rosana P. Luciano, Elementary Coordinator.
Miss Lorliza V. Katwiran, High School Coordinator.
Miss Christina L. Candelaria, Basic Education Registrar.
Mr. Norman A. Ramirez, Assistant Principal, Basic Education Division. Miss Diane.
Wait. Oh. Whoops.
Miss Diana Cynthia G. Gutierrez, Principal, Basic Education Division.
The university officials.
The other end. Mr. Blue V. Rai, AVP for Administration.
Mr. Jose Alfredo Benitez Reyes, Vice President for External Affairs.
Dr. Felina C. Young, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Miss Sari Raisa Lochdalena Sikat, JASMS QC, Grade 7 Batch 1984 and High School Batch 1988. Parent Guest Speaker.
May we request everyone to please rise for the entrance of colors to be followed by the doxology to be led by James Theodore A. Vidar and the Philippine National Anthem to be conducted by teacher Ezekiel David P. Filrado, accompanied by the Anglong Ensemble.
Bring in the colors.
Go! recognize that you're our source, Father God. Our skills, talent, and creativity are gifts from you. We are so thankful that you gave us the faith, courage, and determination to finish our elementary education with flying colors and pride amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Our journey wasn't easy, yet you have been protecting and sustaining us from the start till we reach our destination triumphantly, our graduation day. Father, thank you to our dear teachers who work so hard to prepare us with all necessary skills and knowledge that we need for the next chapter of our lives. The high school years. We thank you for the genuine love and unfailing support of our beloved parents. We have seen their sacrifices every day and for giving them the strength to work and earn a living so they could support us all the way. This special occasion reminds us that apart from you, we are nothing. We thank you for your faithfulness in our lives. We thank you, God, for these promises. May you direct and enlighten our paths and crown all our efforts with success. Your divine favor causes us to soar high, shine, and succeed. As we pursue our plans and aspirations in life, we commit all our actions, thoughts, and heart's desires in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Savior. Amen.
Excuse me?
You may now be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PWU JASMS graduation ceremony. My name is Dominic Silar C. Malaka. I am 13 years old and I'm an only child. I've been studying in JASMS since 2016, following in the footsteps of my 3 older cousins. I was usually the quiet and shy guy at school until our 6th grade when I become more outgoing and comfortable. Today, I am standing here before you to introduce my exceptional classmates for the first batch of speakers. Our first speaker is known to be the grade 6 batch representative for the Student Council. He is a smart, confident, and expressive classmate. He actively participates in class as well as other school activities and organizations. He is one of the few students who come to school way ahead of time and is prepared for the day. He can also be laid back and goofy at the same time. This makes him a good student and a good leader. I am happy to say that he is also one of my good friends as we have bonded over our love for food, gaming, sports, and studying. Our first speaker is none other than Jose Mateo C. Reyes V. Our second speaker is new to JASMS this school year. In a short period of time we have spent together, I can say that she is smart, assertive, diligent, and punctual. These characteristics have earned her position as class president. As a matter of fact, our second speaker is a Gemini, and her zodiac sign is described as very social, independent, and perceptive, and clever. No doubt, she would do very well in the future. When she is not busy with schoolwork, she simply enjoys a quiet drawing. Our second speaker is Sophia Audrey Suwan. Once again, please welcome our first 2 speakers, Mateo and Audrey.
Good afternoon, President Marco Benitez, Dr. Felina Young, Executive Director Remedios Cruz, Principal Diana Gutierrez, our dear parents, teachers, classmates, and esteemed guests. Vince Lombardi, the most distinguished NFL coach in football history, once said, "Leaders are made, they are not born. They are made by hard effort, which is the price all of us must pay to achieve any goal that is worthwhile." I have been a JASMite for 7 school years now, and I never really saw myself as a leader. I was quite hesitant to seek any position in class and in clubs during my early years. My group mates never voted me as a leader during our group work. I honestly never sought it because I was not uninterested at first. Scouting has made a big impact in my life. I was made an assistant patrol leader in 2nd grade, and it opened all the potentials of developing leadership skills before me. I was hooked. Year after year, aside from learning life skills, I made sure I learned more as I rose through the ranks of leadership. Through ups and downs in my journey in developing myself as a person and as a leader, my scouting experience has been a source of learning and inspiration up to this day. Unfortunately, we all became exposed to harsh realities too early in our sheltered lives when reality bit. I too became a victim through no fault of my own. Gaining any position as a class officer never came to fruition during those years. As doors for class leadership closed, windows of opportunity in club leadership opened year after year. Our youthful issues gave me determination to seek a position of leadership in class during our 4th grade. I worked my way through every quarter, doing my best to serve the class. I made sure to give my best effort in doing my duties and responsibilities in whatever position I was given. The lockdown gave me the opportunity to try to be introspective. I learned that a holistic approach to my development as a person and moral character would better prepare me for community participation and leadership. This is the JASMS way. I realized that being the best in academics is very limiting. Developing myself in different aspects of school life, being a well-rounded person, makes me a better version of myself. Having an affable and agreeable demeanor in engaging conversations and exchanging ideas with both young and older learners as adults in school has always been a regular thing for me. This became the reason for others to know me better, not only as a person, but my leadership potential as well. According to John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Someone told me once, one can always lead or extend a helping hand even without being an officer. I could not agree more. Nonetheless, to learn how to become a leader is by being part of structured organizations. Organizations where specific duties and responsibilities are expected of each role. For each role that I play, there is an expected accountability on my part. For that is where the distinction lies between the two. It is where mentoring and role modeling takes place. Scouts, especially student council officers older than me and more senior than me, took me under their wing to learn. As we went through the various activities in school, in return, I do the same to those who come after me. In 5th and 6th grade, I was given the opportunity as class president as well as having key leadership roles in both club and scouting, while concurrently serving as batch representative in the student council. Wearing many hats of responsibility means learning about compartmentalization while maintaining a well-balanced life. I learned that cooperation and teamwork while allowing others to shine is the essence of true leadership. Delegating responsibilities and trusting others to do things properly on their own fosters leadership skills in others as well. Allowing classmates, fellow scouts, and student council officers to pitch their best ideas and working on them together for the good of all is my common practice. Credit is given to whom it is due. It is all about espousing servant leadership and putting it to practice. I also learned that leadership is having real integrity. Part of JASM's mission is developing learners with personal integrity. This means not doing the right thing in public for show. It is how one acts in doing the right thing, especially when no one is looking. I learned to be vigilant and guarded with my personal actions, for each of those have corresponding responsibilities and consequences. There is only black or white. There are no gray areas. Such is the boon and bane of youth. We have all been gifted the purity of idealism. In that idealism lies our integrity, from which our JASMite core values were molded as future agents of change and nation builders. There is a leader in all of us waiting to come out, for it is in leadership that we can change the world around us for the better good. Let us be that change, and that change should start from within us. For Mahatma Gandhi said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Thank you.
Wika, kultura at kasaysayan. Magandang hapon sa ating mga panauhin, sa pamunuan ng paaralan, sa mga guro, sa aming mga tagapayo, at sa aming mga mahal na magulang. Ayon sa ama ng ating wikang pambansa na si Pangulong Manuel L. Quezon, ang wika ay siyang nagpapahayag ng mga kaisipan at mithiin ng isang bayan. Wika at literatura ang ginagamit ng ating pambansang bayani na si Dr. Jose Rizal upang buhayin ang kamalayan nating mga Pilipino. at ipahatid sa kapwa ang mga bagay na mali sa pamamalakad ng mga dayuhan. Sa paglipas ng panahon, lumago ang ating kultura sa pamamagitan ng pagkilala at pagtanggap natin sa lahat ng ito. Sa pamamagitan ng ating wika, kasaysayan at kultura ay nauhubog at nalilinang ang pagkatao ng isang individual. Ngayon ko naunawaan ang ating wika dahil bahagi at kasama ko na sa araw-araw na pagharap sa buhay estudyante at importante sa paglutas ng mga problema sa pamamagitan ng pananalita, pagkikinig at pag-unawa sa nararamdaman ng lahat. Nabuhay ang aming damdaming makabayan ng aming tinalakayang liberalismo. Ang pagkamulat ng ating mga bayani sa katotohanan ang nagbukas sa ating pagkanasyonalismo. Sa pag-usbong ng liberal na kaisipan, nakilala namin ang kaisipan kaisamang liberal ni John Locke na ama ng liberalismo at Voltaire na mga unang nagpalaganap sa mga kaisipang ito. Nagkaroon ako ng pag-unawa sa pamamagitan ng pananalita ay maaari akong magpahayag ng aking opinyon sa pagbabago at ikakabuti ng lahat. Hindi ang pagiging radikal ang nais ng aming guro na aming isapuso kung hindi ang pagiging responsableng mag-aaral sa pagpapasya na ikakabuti ng lahat. Hindi namin dapat abusuhin ang mga karapatan sa pagsasalita o freedom of speech. Kundi, ay saayos natin ito at pag-usapan sa tamang lugar, sa tamang oras at respeto sa katotohanan. Sa lahat ng naririto, nais ko po sanang ipaalam sa inyo na ang paggamit ng wika ay nailarawan namin sa pamamagitan ng paggawa ng mga slogan, tula, dula-dulaan, paglikha ng awiting makabayan at mga presentasyon ng mga pangyayari sa ating kasaysayan noong Curriculum Day. Sa paggawa namin ng Dahidago Chronicles, kung saan namin naranasang sumulat ng editorial at pangunahing balita, ay nabigyan kami ng pagkakataong ipahayag ang aming damdamin sa pamamagitan ng talumpating ako bilang isang pangulo. Natutunan kong hindi ganong kadali ang gumawa ng opinyon kung hindi ko naintindihan ang kasulukuyang pangyayari at hindi bukas ang aking kaisipan sa katotohanan. Maraming taon pa ang magdaraan, maraming panahon pa ang lilipas kung patuloy nating pahalagahan ang ating bayan. Patuloy na pagtalingkilik sa ating kultura at pagkalinga sa ating makapwa. Ang pagkakaisa natin ang magbubuklod sa ating lahat at tiyak ang ating tagumpay. Sa pagdaan ng panahon, kaming mga kabataan ang umaani ng mga kagandahang nangyayari sa ating bayan. Nasa amin ang pag-asa at susi upang ipagpatuloy at pagyamanin ang mga ito. Upang sa darating na araw, kami din ay isak sa kasaysayan na magpapayaman ng ating wika at magpapalawak ng ating kultura. Sa aking mga kamag-aral, lagi natin isipin na lahat ng natututunan sa loob at labas ng silid-aralan ay isang kakaibang karanasan para sa atin. Matuto tayo sa maganda at baguhin natin ang mga dapat upang mas maging maayos ang ating kinabukasan. Iiwan ko ang kasabihan ni Dr. Jose Rizal na ang susi sa kinabukasan ng ating bayan ay tayong mga kabataan. Maraming salamat po at muli isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat.
I'm Sofia Ann Santos and I am 12 years old. I love music, arts, writing, and sports. I also like to play online games with my friends, but I can also say I'm very well balanced with my academics and with my extracurricular activities. Now that you've gotten to know me a bit more, let's get to know our second batch of speakers. Let me tell you a little bit about our first speaker, Roel Reese Cabcad. Reese is an intelligent girl and very playful. She is also very skilled in many things, such as animating, drawing, editing, and so on. Her personality is quite extroverted. Reese is a very open person and fun to be with. She's also really good at mathematics and also leads a patrol in scouting. Reese is the patrol leader of Patrol Capricorn. Our second speaker is Cara Isabel Labay. Cara has a good sense of leadership. In fact, she was promoted a leader in some of our school activities. Cara was able to give tasks to every member of the group. Cara is also very skilled in biking and sketching. She is also very good at writing and also really loves to listen to music any chance she gets. She is open-minded and creative. Cara's personality is quite funny and interesting. Both Reese and Cara are nice and kind people nonetheless. Today, Reese will talk about the language of the universe, while Cara will talk about language and literature, the journey of communication. Thank you and good afternoon.
Learning the language of the universe. We all have our favorite subjects or subjects at school, don't we? It can be English, art, Filipino, health, or others. Most of the time, deciding on which is our favorite is based on what our interests are, our influences, and even our experiences. Today, I would like to share with you my own favorite subjects. Yes, there are two, and they are mathematics and science. Actually, I have more, but I will just talk about these two, which I will call the language of the universe, since everything around us, including the whole universe, is science, and the language of science is mathematics. I will share with you my journey in learning them, especially the hardships, the fun, the adjustments I have made during the pandemic. Yes, I really have to mention the pandemic, since it is an event that changed a lot of aspects in our lives as students, including the way we learn things at school. I would say my own math journey started with skip counting, by singing songs to help us memorize the multiplication table. I even remember joining a math club where we were asked to think about a lot of math stuff, like what is a number with an A in it? Do you know what it is? Well, it took a while for me to get the answer. I think the answer is 1,000. Get it? Virtually, we were introduced to technologies, sites, and tools that are very helpful to learn math, like quizzes and Kabit sessions. I particularly enjoyed doing research on famous mathematicians. Of course, JASMS being the school where we learn by doing, we also had to act as the chosen mathematician. I chose Pythagoras, in which my persona is Pythagoras. That's a combination of Pythagoras' name and mine, if you might ask. I talked about the Pythagorean theorem, which we all use to solving a missing side of a right triangle. Another thing which I enjoyed was making a model of our dream house for our geometry class. We used 3D geometrical shapes to complete our dream house. For science, I came to appreciate it more when we had lessons that needed computation. Math is indeed science's language. I get excited about doing my science investigatory project, or SIP, each quarter, since it is the only time I get to do experiments during the pandemic. I had growing gummy bears, which experimented on the osmosis process. I also had the effects of music on the heart rate, which experimented on what type of music makes our heart beat faster. I had an SIP about lever, in which I showed the relationship between the distance of the object to the fulcrum and its weight. I had shown this relationship via a formula for it to be easily understood. I also had an SIP, which I used phenolphthalein solution to determine the carbon dioxide concentration in my breath before and after I do an exercise. It experimented on how exercise affects the carbon dioxide that we exhale. These are just to name a few. Fun, right? Fast forward to today, where we got to experience face-to-face classes again after 2 years of just staring, interacting, and learning only through a monitor inside our homes. We did DAM math. This is where we made different math board games using math concepts such as PEMDAS and integers. I particularly enjoyed the science experiments where we dissected chicken wings to see the bone and muscle structures of the wing. Now, I carry all the lessons that I learned with me, and I am thankful to my teachers who, despite my shortcomings, have patiently guided me and imparted me with their knowledge. I am also thankful to my parents, despite me being stubborn, did not give up on me, and is always there for me. I am not yet done with my journey in learning the language of the universe. But for now, I thank you all very much for patiently listening, and have a great afternoon.
Language and Literature, the Journey of Communication. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Cara Isabel B. Labay, and I am here to discuss my experiences in language and literature, which is commonly known as English. There are countless lessons and morals we have learned in this course. Even though many years have passed since my first year in JASMS, there are moments I will never forget in the English subject. Have you ever experienced wearing a compound word? Well, in grade 1, we were challenged to do this. I vividly remember wearing sunglasses, earrings, having lipstick, and a raincoat. We also had a career day where we came to school dressed as to who or what we would like to be in the future and write a paragraph to explore why we chose this career. I dressed up as a doctor and discussed that I wanted to be one to help people around me who are sick or in pain. Another favorite activity was when we were asked to create a story of any chosen topic, mainly using adverbs and verbs. After writing down the story, we were asked to make it into a drama presentation. We were so proud, acting out our own characters and making them come alive. Oh, and who would forget our character parade? We came to school dressed as our own favorite character and sang a line or two from the story. There are so many other lessons and activities that I had an amazing time in, and I am happy to say that I will truly treasure them. Language and literature plays an essential role in all our lives, as it helps with one's communication skills. You will also be able to share your ideas and thoughts in better ways through writing that clearly conveys meaning to everyone. Being able to enjoy yourself but still learning something new is one of the great things I love about JASMS. As of now, English is one of my favorite subjects, and I am grateful for everything I have learned because of it. I have been told lots of times that I have a talent for writing stories and poetry, and I know that it is because of my English teachers. Being able to speak about all the wonderful times I learned in this subject was truly nostalgic, and I cannot wait to learn more as I continue on to another chapter of my story. Thank you all and have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much. Let us listen to the graduating students as they sing an original composition. Lyrics written by Sofia Ann Santos and music arranged by Jonathan Estabilio.
Good day, everyone. My name is Stefan Marion B. Santos from grade 6 Hidalgo. I'm here to introduce our third set of speakers. Our first speaker is a loyalty awardee having started in JASMS since preschool. She also has a big sister who graduated from JASMS a few years ago. She is very cheerful and caring to her classmates, always stands out with her uniqueness every time we have costume events. Her name is Cristina Diana De Leon, but she is known as Indy. She will talk about her life in JASMS. The second speaker is our class secretary. She is also a JASMS loyalty awardee having She is very loving to her little sister Jemima, who is also a grade 2 student in JASMS. One of my friends in JASMS is very understanding and a kind person to everyone. Her name is Glimmer Chinoa N. Apollinia. She will be sharing her oath of gratitude. Once again, I'm pleased to introduce these two speakers, Cristina Diana De Leon and Glimmer Chinoa N. Apollinia.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and guests. Today I'll be giving a speech about my life in JASMS. According to DepEd, there are about 203 school days in the school calendar for the academic year of 2022 to 2023. Within each day, a grade 6 student in JASMS would spend about 5 hours doing schoolwork, learning, socializing, eating, and maybe sleeping during class. If I were to multiply those 5 hours by the 203 school days, I get 1,015 hours, which is a lot of hours. If I were to multiply the hours further by the amount of school days I spent in JASMS this far, I get even more hours. That's not even accounting for schedule changes. Regardless, I'm not here to talk about math because I'm not the best at math. My calculator is. Instead, I'm here to talk about my life in JASMS. After all, I have been a JASMS kid my entire life. So has my granny, my mom's siblings, and my older sister. In a sense, JASMS raised me. And now I have the honor of sharing with you all what it's like. I first enrolled into JASMS for preschool when I was still at EDSA. And back then, I was a lot more quiet. I would sometimes cling to my Ate Blue, who was graded at the time, whenever I was bored. However, it didn't take long for me to open up more and make friends from my own classroom. Not only that, but I could recall doing things like dressing up in costumes from different countries and dancing during events. Apart from learning how to count and do the ABCs, I was also learning how to respect, embrace, and encourage individuality. That's the JASMS way. Moving into the new campus around grade 1 was quite a big change for me. Instead of the more green and open campus, we were in a smaller building along Congressional Avenue with a rooftop garden and too many stairs. But that didn't stop us from making the most of our learning. Filipino and math were the subjects I struggled with most. But I was glad to have teachers who were always around because they will be understanding when I didn't know what to do for classes. It was also around that time when I began unlocking my creative side. I'd always be drawing and sketching something on my notebooks, sometimes during class. And my creativity was often encouraged by my teachers, so long as I paid attention. The COVID-19 pandemic hit us just as grade 3 was about to end. Kicking off 4th grade, from being in physical classrooms to being in front of a computer, was so much more difficult than when we changed campus locations. I wasn't able to see my friends and goof off with them like I used to. Instead of just worrying about test scores, I also had to worry about passing COVID tests. My poor nostrils! It was really tough going through the past few years in a global pandemic, and I have to give my deepest gratitude to the teachers and staff at JASMS for handling the situation the best they could, even when they struggled with the change in learning environment. Despite such a scary obstacle to overcome, we all did what we could to keep the JASMS way alive. Costume parties were still held, everyone was doing their best to bond over Roblox and Google Meet, and we were still encouraged to learn independently and creatively. Looking back at it now, I've only come to realize just how much time has passed and how much JASMS has changed shape over my school career. Again, I may not be the best at math, and my sister did have to help me with the calculations, but my first 3 years spent at JASMS' EDSA campus amounted to about 2,114 hours. The JASMS Congressional Avenue campus from grades 1 to 3, 3,690 hours. Lastly, I clocked in around 3,165 hours between Google Classrooms and more recently, physical classrooms for grades 4 to 6. So many hours, so many different forms of JASMS, yet the magic that is the JASMS way remains, and it's not going away without a fight. To quote Ms. Doreen Gamboa, a child grows up only once, we need to let their childhood be a happy one, and I cannot agree more. 8,969 hours may feel like such a big number, but as we continue to move forward with our lives, that big number will only feel smaller and smaller. Yet, I cannot imagine spending that many hours anywhere else other than JASMS, where I continue to grow up happy. Thank you.
everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Paris Sikat of Grade 6 Hidalgo, and I am proud to introduce you all to a special lady who will speak before us today. First of all, she is one of us, a JASMite, a graduate of the school in the late 80s. She is an outstanding practitioner in her craft of filmmaking and duties as a professor at the University of the Philippines. She makes special movies like documentaries. It makes me proud to be able to go to the same school as my mom. My kuya, Dato Joaquin, who we call Kino, is a student here too. She is an encouraging example of a hard-working mom. She is always pushing herself for us and her profession. For example, she is a professor and former director of the UP Film Institute, the former vice president of the Directors Guild of the Philippines, and this year alone, she has gone to Europe multiple times, specifically to Switzerland and Germany, to attend the Locarno International Film Festival and the Berlinale International Film Festival. Here, back home in JASMS, she is the president of the Parent-Teacher Association. She has my Kuya Aquino to thank for that, as he recommended her. I know she loves us because she does all of this for us. She is a source of inspiration for the whole family. She never fails to amaze me with her commitment to us and to her profession. She gets support from my inspirational dad, who is also a filmmaker, Keith Sikat. Let us all welcome my wonderful mother, Miss Sari Luch Dalena Sikat.
Hello. To the Philippine Women's University President, Marco Alfredo Benitez, Principal, Miss Diana Gutierrez, our beloved Executive Director, Ma'am, I love you. And fellow parents, and of course the Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Pilila Yang. Fellow parents, amazing graduating students of Batch 2023. Isang mainit na pagbati at mapagpalayang hapon sa inyong lahat. Congratulations, grade school class of 2023. I am truly delighted to be here speaking to you on your graduation day as an alumna from batch 1988 and as a proud mother of two sons, Kino and of course Paris, who just introduced me. I know all the hard work, sweat and tears leading up to this special day is a big achievement. So before I start, I ask all the graduates to stand up again and join me in giving all the teachers and your parents a big round of applause. You may sit down. Thank you. Do you remember that date, March 15, 2020? When Metro Manila was placed under a lockdown due to the coronavirus health crisis. You were still in third grade, and it probably didn't immediately sink in onto how the declaration would impact the next 3 years of your young lives. You survived a global pandemic that deprived you so much of how you imagined your elementary years would be like. A normal classroom environment with extracurricular activities such as field trips, family days, sports fest, or simply going to the canteen to buy your favorite snacks during recess time, and so many more. The pandemic turned your world upside down. The pandemic turned your world upside down, and you would embark on a collective journey that can only be described as unprecedented. We are living in an unprecedented time in history, and that's why yours is a very special batch. You are a class that has done something never known before Imagine your home becoming your classroom and your family is with you in your classroom during week-long quarantine that went on, attending Google Meet classes, and thankfully, hybrid mode of learning brought us together again today. During the pandemic, you discovered new pursuits like TikTok, Netflix. Your mom and dad also started doing gardening, right? So suddenly your home is full of plants and flowers. So your parents have effectively become plantitos and plantitas. Allow me to reminisce. When I was your age, when I was a student in JASMS in the old campus along EDSA, the world was very different. Very far from the world that you are facing right now, which is emerged with social media, smartphones, and data. JASMS was a very hazy sanctuary in the heart of EDSA's concrete jungle with an open field of green grass and trees for exploration that we refer to as the mountain. Meron mo, guys. Okay. So at that time, we had a small farm and fish pond, and we studied farming and fishing, where we would dip ourselves in the mud, planted rice, fed chickens, and during recess break, everyone would say, "Tara, let's go to the mountain." So the boys and girls would run to the mountain to play. But sometimes the play was rough. In the playgrounds, we would meet many Davids and many Goliaths. Do you remember their story? Goliath is like that big kid who likes to brag and tease, while there are children who struggle to fit in the crowd because they were different. They were shy, awkward, introverted, and feeling small like David. I was one of them. Children would face their own Goliath in class and in the playground. This was the most important lesson because one learned the hard way. You get dirty in the deep mud. You sleep as you try to catch fish in the pond. You fall off the monkey bars, but then you get up again. JASMS taught us to face challenges, that it is okay to be different, to express your true feelings, to learn to solve problems, and to adapt to new changes, such as academic resiliency and learning flexibility. But your class is very special. You are an unprecedented batch, living in an unprecedented time in history. You're battling a terrible Goliath, the pandemic. And you are the warrior David, who will step up, come together like a powerful sling, and beat Goliath. The world is still healing from the COVID-19 pandemic, and your contribution to this healing will be valuable. So my dear Batch 2023, challenging times are here. Be brave, do not be afraid. You are all like David, who stood up against Goliath. Congratulations at magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Miss Sari, for that very inspiring message.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the graduating class to the Chancellor and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Felina C. Young, by our beloved Principal, Ms. Diana Cynthia G. Gutierrez.
Okay. Will grade 6 Hidalgo class please rise?
To our dear Chancellor, Chancellor Dr. Young, Dr. Felina Young, may I present to you our candidates for graduation, class 2022-2023. They have successfully completed the academic requirements and developed the proficiencies required in elementary education, as prescribed by the Department of Education. They are now ready to proceed to the next level.
Upon the recommendation of your teachers and principal, and by the authority vested upon me by the Board of Trustees of PWU and by the Department of Education, I now declare you graduates of elementary. Thus, I will now present your certificates that state that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for your elementary course. Congratulations, my dear students.
Now, we will have the awarding of diplomas by Dr. Felina C. Young to be assisted by Ms. Christina L. Candelaria.
Bianca Sofia P. Gonzalo. Zaira Micaela H. Blanco. James Theodore A. Bidar. Aiden Jacob C. Laparan. Dominic Sylar C. Malaka. Carlsen Natalie Espiritu. Edward Nathan S. Gadi. Shake hands. Joaquin O. Resma. Glimmer, Chinoa, and Opelinia. Bjorn Ivan L. Villanueva. Isabel B. Labay. Sophia Ann S. Santos. Kyle, Ethan, and Ray. Christina Diana B. De Leon. Nakakatawa. Jose Mateo C. Reyes V. Sophia Audrey Suan. Rowell Reese D. Kapkad. Lord Paris D. Sikat. Stefan Marion B. Santos.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Young, Ms. Diane, Teacher Tina, and Grade 6 advisors. This graduation ceremony would not be complete without hearing from our guest of honor. He will be introduced to us by Xaria Micaela H. Blanco.
Sorry. To our dear parents, guests, faculty, and staff, good afternoon. I am Zaira Micaela Herrera Blanco. Growing up, I heard stories from my mom, titos, and tita about JASMS. I enjoyed listening to stories about their student life and their fun times, and how this school modeled them to become proud JASMS students. That's why I was so excited when I was given a chance to transfer to JASMS way back in 2018. From then on, JASMS has become my second home. And as a proud JASMS student, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our esteemed university president. Some may believe that he is unreachable due to his current position. However, as we get to know him, he is approachable and very kind. When he was young, he was a student athlete at Parev Street School, where he became the high school most valuable player and team captain of the basketball team. In college, he pursued a Bachelor of Science in Management Engineering at the Ateneo de Manila University, while juggling his student and athlete life. In his final playing year, he also served as team captain of the Ateneo varsity basketball team, the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Later, he pursued further studies, Master of Arts in Business Administration, in the same school, while he continued to inspire and influence young athletes as a coaching staff and a team manager. Because of his management and leadership skills, particularly in the aspect of negotiation, conflict resolution, critical thinking, decision-making, and strategic approach, he was eventually chosen to become the university president. Only a month after being installed as school president, President Benitez was confronted with the challenge of the coronavirus pandemic. We are proud to say that JASMS successfully navigated the pandemic with him as our leader. Under his leadership, PWU offered scholarships to help students whose families were financially affected by the pandemic. His unwavering commitment to strengthening PW's legacy and developing its students holistically is truly admirable. He is committed to continue the tradition of our university to train our students not only to excel in our respective fields, but also to become good citizens and contribute to nation building. He exerts all efforts to communicate with the students in order to know their needs. He attended activities organized for or by the students, met with the student council for their concerns, watched and listened to students' presentations during curriculum day, and sometimes even participated in virtual classes to greet the students. I witnessed this personally when during our last curriculum day, he visited us and went around to see the works of all students. He chatted with us and showed interest in our work. For us students, this is really precious. We can really feel how he supports the students of JASMS by giving time to visit us and attend the school activities. We are deeply grateful and proud to know that our president supports and truly believes in the talents of all the JASMS students. Lastly, President Benitez is a loving husband to his wife, Mrs. Nikki, and a doting father to their children, Lara, Emilia, Noah, and Elijah. And he loves going to the beach with them or just hanging out and spending time with them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us extend a warm welcome to the President of the Philippine Women's University, President Marco Alfredo M. Benitez.
Our university and JASMS administrators, hardworking faculty, beloved parents, guests, and of course, dear graduating elementary students, good afternoon. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone in your young lives. Today, we gather to celebrate your journey through elementary school and to honor your growth, achievements, and the bright future that lies ahead. I hope that my physical absence in no way diminishes the importance of this event. Graduation should always be joyous occasions filled with excitement, laughter, and a touch of bittersweet nostalgia. As you transition from elementary school to junior high school, I want to share with you some key values that will serve as guiding stars as you navigate the exciting path before you and throughout your stay here at JASMS, the school we love the best. The past year has been an unprecedented time, one that has required resilience, being open to and learning from failure, and strengthening our sense of purpose. It has also highlighted the importance of experiential learning, kindness, and integrity, especially here at PW JASMS. These values are not only important for navigating difficult times, but are also essential for success in life. Resilience is a quality that you have already demonstrated throughout your elementary school years. You faced challenges like the transition to blended learning and the lingering effects of the pandemic, overcome obstacles, and learned the importance of perseverance. From the moments of struggling with a difficult math problem to the times when friendships may have been tested, resilience is your ability to bounce back and keep moving forward. Remember, my young graduates, the challenges are simply opportunities for growth, and your resilience will be the key that unlocks your potential. Being open to and learning from failure is an essential part of your journey to success. In elementary school, you may have experienced moments of disappointment or setbacks. But remember, mistakes and failures are not signs of weakness, but opportunities for growth and improvement. I tore my Achilles tendon in a basketball game last April 29. Had surgery a little over 2 weeks ago, have been on a splint the past 2 weeks, and now have to wear a walking boot for the next 4. I've gained a deeper appreciation for being able to walk with both legs and a greater understanding for those who aren't able to do so. In the past 2 weeks, I know of 2 people, both close to me, who've lost their jobs. For one, their company went bankrupt and closed shop. The other, the company had to downsize to survive, so his role was eliminated. These things can happen to anyone at any point in one's life. And we saw a lot of that during the pandemic. But we cannot let failure nor setbacks define us. Instead, embrace them as valuable teachers. Learn from your mistakes, analyze what went wrong, and use those lessons to grow and improve. With each failure, you are one step closer to success. I will surely bounce back from the injury, as my friends will surely find new opportunities. What won't kill you only makes you stronger, as the saying goes. Sense of purpose is the spark that ignites your passions and motivates you to make a difference in the world. As you step into the next chapter of your education, take the time to explore your interests, discover your talents, and find what truly inspires you. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it becomes easier to set goals, stay focused, and overcome challenges along the way. Let your purpose be your guiding star, leading you towards a future filled with fulfillment and meaning. In a homily in 2016, Pope Francis said, "The Lord invites us to cast our lives on the horizon of a dream that is larger than life." This means setting our dreams on something that is bigger than just ourselves and our own individual goals. It means going beyond ourselves, finding purpose in our family, our loved ones, our community, our faith. When we develop a sense of purpose that is bigger than ourselves, we will find that our values and aspirations will not easily be swayed by external expectations, comparisons, nor the number of likes or followers we have on social media. Here at JASMS, we have put an emphasis on experiential learning, or the process of learning by doing, by engaging in hands-on activities and real-world experiences. It is integral to the JASMS pedagogy, or the JASMS way. That is why you have your curriculum days and scouting clubs, your math, science, and art weeks, where you showcased what you learned through actual projects, not test scores. That was what made remote online learning during the pandemic quite challenging, and that is why I give credit to you and your teachers. You are the reason why JASMS continue to thrive despite remote, online, and blended learning, producing experiential outputs despite the limitations of online. Through blended learning, you've had to learn in new and different ways. You've had to take charge of your own learning, to seek out resources, to collaborate with others, and to think creatively and critically. You've learned to adapt to new situations, to solve problems, and to communicate effectively. These skills will serve you well in the future as you navigate new challenges and opportunities. In previous graduations, I've always tried to focus on certain values, which I would like our graduates to remember as they move on to the next chapter of their lives. I do this because I feel that a JASMS education is not just about teaching you skills and knowledge needed to succeed in high school, college, and professional life, but equally important, teaching values that you will need to be good, well-rounded individuals who contribute to your family and society. 2 years ago, I mentioned the values of resilience, faith and acceptance, and empathy. all very relevant as we were right in the middle of the pandemic. Last year, we still centered on resilience and empathy as being very important as we emerge from the pandemic. This year, let me focus on two more values: integrity and kindness. Integrity is a value that will guide you in making wise decisions and staying true to your principles. It means being honest, doing the right thing even when no one is watching, and standing up for what you believe in. As you move on to high school, let integrity be the compass that guides your actions and choices. Trust in your own moral compass and always strive to do what is right, even when it may seem difficult. Kindness is a value that has the power to transform lives and create a positive impact on the world around you. The past year alone, think of the many ways you've shown or could have shown kindness to your classmates, like reaching out to those who are struggling, supporting your friends and family, or cooperating with your teacher who was having a hard time managing the class, or even helping out one of our maintenance people by picking up a piece of trash. Small acts of kindness such as these have the power to make a difference and create a ripple effect of positivity. Let kindness be a guiding principle in your interactions with others, and remember the importance of treating everyone with respect and compassion. Like Ms. Labay has mentioned, let us cultivate a love for language, literature, and reading. Not only will we become better communicators, an essential life skill, but better storytellers. Some of the world's great entrepreneurs, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, were or are great storytellers in that they paint us a vision of a better world through technology. At the same time, like Ms. Kabkab, let us also develop a fondness for math and science, which are the language of the universe. By exploring these disciplines, we learn to stay curious. We find truths about our universe that will amaze us, humble us, make us appreciate the beauty of the world around us, and encourage us to value more the life that we have. I also thank Mr. Reyes for capturing what I wanted to say even before I gave my message, that the JASMS way is about developing oneself holistically in the various aspects of school life, which will hopefully make you a better version of yourself. That being a leader means inspiring others to shine, to dream more, learn more, and become more. And that leadership is about integrity. May you never lose your idealism. Last but definitely not the least, thank you, Ms. De Leon, for beautifully telling us about your life in the 3 different forms that JASMS took in just the past few years. But at the same time, reminding us that the magic that is the JASMS way is not as much where we are, but more of how we are able to use our experiences to learn happily, independently, and creatively. I truly appreciate that. Before I end, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our PW JASMS administrators, especially the organizers of today's event, our faculty and personnel for all your hard work and dedication throughout the year. The quality of our graduates in large part rests on the quality and effort you put in and day out. Of course, our deepest thanks to our parents and guardians for your continued trust and support of the school. The education and the success of your children, we believe, is only possible through the collaboration of both the school and the home. Today's milestone is as much yours as it is your children's. Finally, my dear graduates, as you embark on this new chapter of your educational journey, I encourage you to dream big and believe in yourselves. The possibilities that lie ahead are limitless, and you have the potential to achieve great things. Embrace new challenges with enthusiasm, seek knowledge with an open mind, and never be afraid to pursue your passions and interests. But in the pursuit of your dreams, remain grounded in your principles and values. Let your dreams be guided by integrity, fueled by resilience, shaped by a sense of purpose, and last but not the least, be kind to others. This one especially is what you will be remembered for. So to the graduates of Batch 2023, our dear JASMites, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We will now proceed with the awarding of loyalty medals to those students who have been here in JASMS since preschool and grade 1. May we call on Dr. Felina C. Young and Mr. Jose Alfredo Benitez Reyes to be assisted by Teacher Norman A. Ramirez and Miss Cristina L. Candelaria to award the medals.
As I say your name, kindly come down the stage. Cara Isabel B. Labay. Aiden Jacob C. Laparan. Kyle Ethan Ray. Stefan Marion B. Santos. Lord Paris D. Sikat. James Theodore A. Vidar. These kids, or these students, have been in JASMS since grade 1. Thank you. Roel Reese D. Kabkad. Dominic Salar C. Malaka. Jose Mateo C. Reyes. Bjorn Ivan L. Villanueva. These students have been with JASMS since senior kindergarten. Thank you. Glimmer, Chinoa, and Opelina. In JASMS since junior kindergarten. Thank you. Christina Diana B. De Leon. And Joaquin O. Resma. These two students have been in JASMS since nursery. Thank you.
I say, congratulations, grade 6. Thank you very much, Dr. Young, Mr. Reyes, Teacher Tina, and Teacher Norman.
Oh, sorry. Now, to recognize the students' contributions to school life here in JASMS, may we call again our Dr. Felina C. Young to hand out the medals and certificates with the assistance of the grade 6 advisors.
As I call on the names of the children, may we request the parents to please come up the stage with your children. Bjorn Ivan L. Villanueva. Joaquin O. Resma. These students are cited for being hailed as consistent readers in the library for the entire school year. They exude understanding of all the concepts and ideas of the books that they read through answering the questions of the librarian with wit and excellence. Congratulations. Joaquin O. Resma. For demonstrating sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being the environmental officer of the Student Council organization for 1 year. Jose Mateo C. Reyes V. For demonstrating sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being the grade 6 batch representative of the Student Council organization for the past 2 years. Bjorn Ivan L. Villanueva. May we call on the parents of Bjorn? Ipinamalas niya ang kahulihan at abilidad na makapag-ambag at makilahok sa talakayan at ilahad ang kanyang pananaliksik tungkol sa liberalismo, kilusang propaganda, pananakop ng Hapon at Amerikano, at ang mga batas na ipinatupad ng iba't ibang naging pangulo ng bansa. Ginamit niya ang kanyang kaalaman, kasanayan at disposisyon sa kasaysayan, heograpiya at iba pang bahagi ng araling panlipunan. Sofia Ann S. Santos. Siya ay nagpamalas ng husay sa Filipino. Ipinakita niya ang pagiging malikhain sa pagpapahayag ng kanyang mga ideya sa pamamagitan ng pagsulat at paglikha ng tulang pagkakaibigan gamit ang mga natutunang gabay sa malikhaing pagsulat. She's also cited for her writing skills, specifically in organizing and sequencing ideas with appropriate transitional words. This is evident in Set 3 of Layered Curriculum, where she effectively demonstrated the ability in the 5 selected chapter summary and the proposed ending of the story. Congratulations. Sophia Audrey Suwan. cited for her achievement in the field of science. Her passion for the subject combined with her tireless effort and dedication to learning has contributed to her exemplary science portfolio of scientific projects entitled Climate Change Made It Acidic, which contributes significantly to our understanding of the topic and support efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change in the environment. Siya ay nagpamalas ng kahusayan sa Filipino na makikita sa kanyang pagbuo ng proyekto at presentasyon na may kinalaman sa gawaing pang-asignatura. Gamit ang iba't ibang Google Apps, ipinamalas niya ito sa kanyang gawang Ang Siklo ng Buhay. Likewise, she is cited for her writing skills, specifically in organizing and sequencing ideas with appropriate transitional words, evident in Set 3 of Layered Curriculum, where she effectively demonstrated the ability in the 5 selected chapter summary and the proposed ending of the novel. Congratulations. Jose Mateo C. Reyes. Cited for his active participation in class. Additionally, he is commended for his video summary of the novel, Island of the Blue Dolphin, where he demonstrated mastery in speech delivery, particularly in the aspects of proper enunciation and intonation. Kinikilala sa abilidad niyang makilahok sa mga gawaing pang-asignatura sa pagbibigay ng makabuluhang opinyon tungkol sa mga mapapanahong issue tulad ng liberalismo at martial law. Gayon din naman, nagamit niya ang kanyang kaalaman at kasanayan sa pag-aaral ng kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Likewise, he is cited for his remarkable achievement in the field of science. His passion for the subject combined with his tireless effort and dedication of learning has led to an impressive portfolio of scientific projects entitled Climate Change and Rising Seas that raises public awareness about the urgency of the issue and its potential consequences. Roel Rees D. Cabcad. Cited for her outstanding research experiment entitled How Does Exercise Affect the Carbon Dioxide That We Exhale? She was able to prove that CO2 produced during exercise affects the body by regulating pH balance, stimulating the respiratory system, and optimizing oxygen and nutrient delivery to active muscles. Siya ay nagpamalas ng kahusayan sa Filipino, maging ito man ay pasulat o pasalitang komunikasyon. Ipinakita niya ang galing sa pagsulat, gamit ang orihinal na estilo at paglalahad ng ideya sa kanyang sanaysay na Ako bilang mag-aaral at kanyang talumpati bilang isang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Naipamalas niya ang pag-unawa sa mga pangunahing kaisipan na may kinalaman sa mga isyung pampolitika, pangheograpiya, pang-ekonomiya at disiplinang panlipunan na bumuo ng kanyang kritikal na pag-iisip at wastong pangangatwiran sa mga pangyayaring natutunan niya sa araling panlipunan. Naipakita niya ito sa ginawang pangunahing balita at editorial na bahagi ng pahayagang The Hidalgo Chronicles. She is also cited for showing exemplary skills in math, as shown in her ability to solve problems with accuracy and speed, using the basic operations like GEMDAS, algebra, area and perimeter of geometric figures and integers. She is also cited for her outstanding output in the layered curriculum, where she demonstrated coherence and conciseness by summarizing the selected chapters from Set 3 of Island of the Blue Dolphins. Her exceptional creativity in writing was also evident in the proposed ending of the novel. Congratulations. May we call on Ms. Sari Raisa Luchi Dalena Sikat. Cited for being our partner in education, Her dedication and service have been vital to the success of all school activities. Thank you. Once again, as we call on the students, may we call on the parents to please come up on stage. The following students are cited for graduating with honors in all the learning areas, exhibiting commendable behavior towards others and diligence in service. May we call on James Theodore A. Vidar. Bjorn Ivan L. Villanueva. Zaira Micaela H. Blanco. Sofia Ann S. Santos. Cara Isabel Labay. Jose Mateo C. Reyes V. Congratulations. The following batch of students are cited for graduating with high honors in all the learning areas, exhibiting good leadership, good social attitude, and diligence in service. May we call on Sophia Audrey Suwan. we call on Ruel Reese D. Kabkad.
Congratulations, grade 6. Thank you very much. Dr. Young and Miss Diane. May we call on Limerick, Shanoa, and Ophelia for the oath of gratitude.
Oath of Gratitude. To President Marco Benitez, Chancellor Dr. Felina Young, Executive Director Remedios Cruz, Principal Diana Gutierrez, our honorable guest speaker, teachers, parents, classmates, and friends. A blessed morning to everyone. Today, I would like to share with everyone with all confidence how grateful I am to be one of the students graduating from Jose Abad Santos Memorial School, our dear JASMS. 7 years ago, I started my journey as a student in JASMS, beginning from preschool to grade 6. It's good to look back on those 7 years we had spent in JASMS. Memories with the JASMS community, teachers, and classmates. First, we give thanks to our school physician and nurses for taking care of us when we are not feeling well while at school. Never forgetting to check up on us if we feel okay or not. Our school nurse who greets us every morning as we enter the campus and checks to see if we are feverish or not. Thank you for being our constant reminder to be healthy and sleep early. Secondly, to our ates and kuyas here in school. Thank you for always making sure that the school is clean and safe. Thank you for making sure that our bathroom is well kept, though I know we always give you a hard time there. Thirdly, to our security guards who never forgets to say good morning or carry our things to our rooms when they see that our bags are too heavy for us. Thank you for always keeping us safe and sound in school. Fourth, to our registrar, assistant registrar, cashier, and other non-teaching staffs, thank you so much. You have made our lives easier here in school by helping us with our school records. We highly appreciate all of you, and you'll always be a part of our journey. Fifth, to our librarian who makes sure that the books in this library are in order and makes sure that we read and borrow a book all the time. Sixth, I remember how passionate and patient our teachers are from preschool until elementary. They did not just teach us the basic understanding of things, but they took care of us like their own children. To our dear teachers, thank you for all of your hard work, patience, and understanding. Working hard on lessons so we can learn more, defending us on anything, and treating all of us with kindness and equality. You are always there to listen to us in hard times and in good moments, and are always prepared to answer our inquiries, whether they may be. You always have a welcoming smile to greet us and ask how we are. For this, we are grateful. Seventh, a special gratitude to our parents for always supporting us every step of the way, whether in academics or our daily lives. From waking up in the morning till we sleep at night. They always love us, guide us, teach us, and protect us and ensure that they have provided everything we need. The contribution and love of our parents in our lives is unconditional. So to our dear parents, thank you so much. Special thanks to Principal Diana Gutierrez. Thank you for making this school bright and fun. This school could not be so joyful without you. Thank you for always bringing a welcoming smile to everyone. We all appreciate your hard work You are a big part of my journey. Lastly, to our God, our Creator and Savior, thank you for giving us so much happiness and goodness in life. At the end of the day, I will offer all that you have blessed us with, our strength, knowledge, and abilities. Thank you and good morning.
Sampagitan walang kaparis, ang bango mo'y kaakit-akit. Saksi ka ng mga pusong nagsusumpaan sa pag-ibig. At ngayon ko na ang kahapon ang ligaya. Ikaw ang bulaklak na naging kwintas kong galing sa aking sinta. Buhat noon ang kwintas ng aking puso ay patak ng luha sa pagkasiphayo. Ang irog ko'y hindi tapat sa pangako. Ang tunay na sumpaang ikaw ang saksi naging biro. Habang nag-iisa, sinasariwa sa alaala ang
To lead the graduates for the Pledge of Loyalty, may we call on Miss Ruth A. Peñano. And may we also call the alumni parents to please stand where they are.
May we also call on our PWU JASMS alumni among the audience to please rise and join the Pledge of Loyalty.
Graduates, please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. Pledge of loyalty to the alma mater. With deep faith in my God and gratitude to the Philippine Women's University, who gave birth to JASMS, I pledge on this solemn occasion to continue my support and loyalty in good times and in bad for the growth of PWU JASMS, to ensure it will flourish and to remain steadfast to the ideals and teachings of my alma mater. Proud of my educational heritage, I will be conscious of God's presence every day of my life. I will exemplify the desirable Filipino values, the virtues of family solidarity, personal integrity, leadership, and service to the community as my contribution to a stronger nation and the transformation of the world through a culture of peace. So help me God. Congratulations, graduates. Welcome to the PWU Alumni Association.
Thank you, Ms. Peñano and alumni parents. May we request everyone to please rise as we sing the JASM song and the university hymn to be led by Aidan Jacob C. Laparan and Edward Nathan S. Gadi.
Once again, we would like to congratulate the graduates of the school year 2022 to 2023, the teachers, and especially the supportive and loving parents. We would also like to acknowledge all the people who made this ceremony a very successful one. I am Recker Alexander H. Chan.
And I am Chloe Nicole S. Audantial saying thank you and good evening. Please remain standing for the recessional.
Good afternoon po. Yung family po kanina na hindi pa po nakapag-family picture, I think si family ni Glimmer Opelinia. After po ng class picture po namin and batch picture po. Thank you.